Well, hello, Michael here. Looking again today at Psalms 44, specifically verse 5 through to 7. This psalm, which is subtitled, Come to Our Help. Let's go ahead and read those verses 5 through 7. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. Verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. Verse 7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. And so we look to the treasure of David for the exposition, starting with verse 5. Through thee will we push down our enemies. The fight was very close. Bows were of no avail, and swords failed to be of service. It came to daggers drawing, and hand-to-hand wrestling, pushing and tugging. Jacob's God was renewing in the seed of Jacob their fathers' wrestling. And how fared it with faith then? Could she stand foot to foot with her foe and hold her own? Yea, verily she came forth victorious from the encounter, for she is great at a close push, and overthrows all her adversaries, the Lord being her helper. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. The Lord's name served instead of weapons, and enabled those who used it to leap on their foes and crush them with jubilant valor. In union and communion with God, saints work wonders. If God be for us, who can be against us? Mark well that all the conquests of these believers are said to be through thee, through thy name. Never let us forget this, lest going a warfare at our own charges, we fail most ignominiously. Let us not, however, fall into the equally dangerous sin of distrust, for the Lord can make the weakest of us equal to any emergency. Though today we are timid and defenseless as sheep, he can by his power make us strong as the firstlings of his bullock, and cause us to push as with the horns of unicorns, until those who rose up against us shall be so crushed and battered as never to rise again. Those who of themselves can scarcely keep their feet, but like little babes totter and fall, are by divine assistance made to overthrow their foes, and set their feet upon their necks. Read Christian's fight with Apollyon, and see how the man so bravely played the man, he made the fiend to fly. Verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. Thy people Israel, under thy guidance, shouldered out the heathen, and gained their land, not by skill of weapons or prowess of arms, but by thy power alone. Therefore will we renounce forever all reliance upon outward confidences, of which other men make such boast, and we will cast ourselves upon the omnipotence of our God. Bows, having been newly introduced by King Saul, were regarded as very formidable weapons in the early history of Israel, but they are here laid aside together with all the conquering sword, in order that there may be room for faith in the living God. This verse, in the first person singular, may serve as the confession of faith of every believer, renouncing his own righteousness and strength, and looking alone to the Lord Jesus. Oh, for grace to stand to itself, renunciation, for alas, our proud nature is all too apt to fix its trust on the puffed and supposititious power of the creature. Arm of flesh, how dare I trust thee? How dare I bring upon myself the curse of those who rely upon man? Verse 7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies. In ages past, all our rescues have been due to thee, O God. Never hast thou failed us. Out of every danger thou hast brought us, and hast put them to shame that hated us. With the back of thy saving hand thou hast given them a cuff which has made them hide their faces. Thou hast defeated them in such a manner as to make them ashamed of themselves, to be overthrown by such puny adversaries as they thought the Israelites to be. The double action of God in blessing his people and confounding his enemies is evermore to be observed. Pharaoh is drowned, while Israel passes through the sea. Amalek is smitten, while the tribes rejoice. The heathen are chased from their abodes, while the sons of Jacob rest beneath their vine and fig tree. Just to enjoy the meditation, Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.